the channel. This morning, heading out with the TM and the digger. That's the first job, and then Dad's going to get the sprayer out, get all the nozzles working properly, and there's a bit of a leak on one of the pipes, so he's going to fix that. So yeah, first job is digger's on trailer, heading out with this. So hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Got a couple of this brick rubble to get, there's a bit of concrete in with it too, and going to get it tipped, and then we can get a crusher in and get it crushed up and redo the farm track with it properly, so it's a lot nicer for the horses going down the field to the summer paddocks. Looks like Dad's been spraying too, now getting it going. Is it still running, I think? Yeah. So he must be just getting the nozzles sorted out so they all work, because there were a couple that were still blocked. And then we've been looking this morning into what sort of nozzles we're going to put on it. And I spoke to Jack about it because he did a lot of looking into it when I bought the horse sprayer where I used to work. And he recommends the Leckler IDK nozzles. So we were between them and the High Pro Guardian nozzles. And I think we're going to go down the IDK route. We got a price for them this morning. So get all them on. We're going to go for a red nozzle, sorry. And spray it 200 litres to the hectare, and then it should be good to go, ready to put the curb on the rape again. Dad's just going to set it spraying. I'm just going to see where this leak's coming from, see if we can do anything about it, and just double check that all the nozzles are working because he's cleaning them out again. So if he goes now. They're all working now. You see it's just leaking on there. I think it's coming out around the Jubilee clip. So try that, but I think the nozzles are knackered when you look at that. It's coming out a bit streamy. They're all working now. That nozzle's just shooting a jet out that way. I think that's because it's knackered. Might have been poked in there with something to try and unblock it. So definitely need new nozzles. That one's similar. But once it's got them on, it should be all good to go. Just rip the back door off just so it doesn't get dented or damaged. That's it. So on the trailer it's got twin ram, and then it's got that silver ram stop in the middle there for working on it or doing anything under the body. They're all out. I would imagine that'll be a lot of paint off the floor as well. Back up to that door. See all the suspension working there as well, bouncing around. It does pull really nice. Oh, it's stuck in the mud. Yeah, it scratched a bit of paint off that look. To worry, it was always going to happen. We are back today. Been and collected the digger this morning, so I'm going to get this dropped off. been a pretty boring week to be honest for the YouTube. It's Thursday today and all I've done this week really is cart rubble. So I haven't filmed all of it because it's just the same thing day after day. But on Monday I did go to a meeting about the new budget and what it means for farms, and basically everyone's advising to just stay put for now and hopefully the lobbying will bring a change and we'll have a chance then. So that was quite interesting to see the ins and outs of it and what possible ways there is if nothing changes to get around, well not around it, but best deal with it. So that was interesting. We still need to keep fighting, speaking to MPs and any political people, mayors and stuff they're advising, and see what we can do to change it. So that's been this week really. And then we've just got the digger off, so new trailer's going really well. Tom's just bringing the plough back, so watch out for him. And I think we're going to just have a little look at the spray, see if we can do any in the cab this afternoon and get that finished off. And I've got a few more jobs need doing, and then get back on with getting this shed done, because it just sort of, we've not got around to it and it's getting a mess. We've got someone coming for the scrap on Monday and get this shed up and get started on that. So that's what to watch out for in the rest of this video. So I'm back with the sprayer, just climbed it, and the GPS light bar that we use, I don't know if I told you in the other video, if you stall it, it dies a bit. It's on a cigarette lighter, so it switches off and then you have to redo your AB line, which is an absolute nightmare. So my plan is, I've got a spare rocker switch there, so I bought this GPS power on it. So I'm going to put that in there and put a constant live to this switch that then goes to that instead of the cigarette lighter, and have that mounted on the dash there. So it won't die, it won't lose the AB line if it dies. And then the other job is to get this switchboard into this box and tidy that up. So I've got my switch in there, that's a bit loose, so I might just want a bit of glue on it to tighten it up. Then I can wire into the back of that for the GPS. And I'm just sorting this out. These wires run out of here, so I'm just going to cut a little slot in the back of this box here so the wires can run out and under and into the dash. And then the switch panel can just sit on there. I'll show you how I'm doing that after. So that is the switches fastened in, that's on there. I just need to make a plate to cover this bit. And then we've got each section, all 5 sections, master on and off. That's for the blobber that I've taken off and don't use, and then that one's for your pressure up and down. So that's on, plate to do, make a start on the light bar now. So what I've just done is took a power from the live, the constant live there, took it to this switch that is going to power this, and this will fit off this ram mount here, up here. You can't really vision it until I've put it all back together, but just while it's still apart, I'm just going to test it and make sure the switch works, make sure that still comes on, and then fingers crossed it will, and then I can put all the dashboard back in. That's that done. Make a plate for this, and then I think it's just clean it, and inside the cab we're done. There's a bit of tidying up to do down the side there where all the wiring was. There's the plug to fasten back on, and there's all the wires to tie wrap up and hydraulics to tie wrap up. But then once that's done, I think, other than we've got a valve to replace up top and he's coming back to do that when he does the NSTS test, and then done, fingers crossed, get out spraying with it, and it's just gonna go absolutely seamless and mint. We'll see. So that is that in its new place, which is a lot better there. I was going to put it that side, then I thought now we need to see the pressure. So plate to make, but that is on. And then my little switch that it's just going to need a bit of glue on because it's different size, so a bit of glue on it to hold it in place. On and off with that. Then should come back on again. Hopefully it won't drain battery, but if it does, we can always just adjust it a bit anyway. But I can't see that it will, and we turn the isolator off anyway. So yeah, happy with that. Just got plates to make there. GPS all working. As you can see there, Dad's just shifting some muck, and I'm just making this plate up. I found 2 pieces of plate. Well, that's the old plate off it, and then we had this piece that fits perfectly. So I'm just going to weld it across there, and that'll go straight on the sprayer. So I've just got the welder out to do that. Get that stuck together, and then should go in. Just needs a bit of paint on it, tidy it up, and nearly there. So I've got the plate to go on there, and stupidly I've marked it upside down. So I've put the holes in the wrong place. They should be there. So I'm going to drill it while it's in situ, I think that, and get the bolts into there. And then I'm going to stick this serial plate to there as well, so we know the serial number for ordering filters and stuff, which it's a Ford engine in it. gearbox, same as the Defenders have got in them actually. And I've got a bit of glue just to make that solid as well, and sort that out, and then should be it in there. Just tidy wires up a bit more. So got that in now, got this plate on. I'm just going to get a bit more spray paint on there where I've just scratched it because I had to drill it again, and just to hoover out. And all done. We're about done. All we can on it now. Just give it a quick wipe down inside and get a bit of a spray and a hoover out again when it's totally finished. Looking at seats, and then we've got induction hopper on, all wires and pipes tie wrapped up and tidied away. But we just found that the induction hopper pipes just touched the tyre, so I think we might have to put like a bit of rope to the chassis in there just to pull them away from it, or make them a bit shorter or something, just so it pulls it in a bit there. But yeah, tidied up, tyre wrapped up, cab finished, and just need his nozzles and a valve sorting out. It's nice when it's dark and cold. That is 2 wheels welded together and a box car at the front of it. A bit of a bittersweet morning this morning. The sports van has sold and it's gone. So upwards and onwards and looking at other pickups. Going to go down the L200 route I think, because I had one of them before and it got wrote off sadly, which I would have kept that pickup forever because I loved it. But looking at other L200s, so sports van's gone now, so can get a deposit for a new one or to buy a new one with, see what we do. Me and Russ have been here for the sale, and that means that I've got the Ranger until I sort a new car out. So here we are in that. Just heading home now, Sunday afternoon. What time is it? Just 1:30. So get a bit of dinner I think. Yeah, back this morning, got a wagon here for all these sandbags. So I'm going to get them loaded up now. So you will have just seen me load a wagon with pallets of sandbags to take to the local council, because that's something else we do. We make the sandbags for the council for flood defences, and now you're going to see me unload it, because this nice wagon here got there, that I've loaded nicely, got there, there's no one there to unload him, nobody knew it was coming. We've known about this for a week, it's been organised for a week, so what has happened there? So yeah, I'm going to unload them now, and then some other day load them back up again for him to take them and have someone to unload it at the other end. So that's today's plan ruined. Them sandbags are all back in the yard and in the way. Don't know where they're coming from or when they're going, so I'm going to get the old Trimax washed off and do that for today's job, get it all nice and clean. That's my washed off. I'm wearing quite a lot of it, there's a mess here, so I might just scrape this up with digger and tidy that up a bit. It's off the T6. We're going to put sprayer in the big shed, monitor in this shed, and then get everything tidied away in there. We've had a look at the quad and washed the quad off, but what's to do at that? Just need a bit for the carb, and then to be fair, hedge cutting tomorrow, so I might get that on, and then one day we need to fit in getting them wheels back on the T6. Morning, I'm back on the hedging job. TM. Found a tyre. So what I'm doing is, there used to be a farm track down here, side of this fence. Goes down there, you can just about see it getting down there. So I'm just making it so you can get his tractor back down here. And I've been doing another job in another field over that way. So I had a bit of a day's hedging today. So catch back up when I get back to the yard, and I've got this stupid tyre out. So I got my hedging done this morning, back at yard now. Dad's just been having a tidy up at the back of the big shed. So we're going to go do a bit more of that now. Right up there, so we can store some stuff out of the way. So up here we've got all this space at the back of the shed, which was fully, it was like a mass of brambles that Dad's managed to get chopped down. So it's just a case now of moving this stuff. We've got some gates we're going to put from that container across here to stop any horses escaping if they get out. And that is an old potato spinner, which is quite an interesting thing. I'll show you how that works when we get out. And then just a few pallets. I think we'll have to restack them. Some ridge tiles there, actually, which we could have probably done with them when we've just done that roof. Curbstones, a bit of all sorts, so it's a good bit of space. Got them curbstones shifted. We're going to use them to sort the track out, I think, when we get around to doing some more of that. So that's slowly getting cleared. And then we're moving the sandbags. All the sandbags used to be along here, so now we've got a load of room down here. Whether they go or not is another thing. So it's another job. And just while I'm on this video, because I'm going to end it anytime soon when I finish today, just wanted to ask anyone who's watching if they have any advice on spray nozzles. As I said, we looked into IDK and Guardian. What anyone thinks, you could comment below what you're using. We want to spray at 200 litres to hectare, and would sit at about 10k. So it's a red nozzle that we want. It's just whether experience people have had with IDKs or the other Guardian Sentries or something like that. Oh, Guardian Air, that's what they're called. So yeah, if you could comment below what you think about that. So we've had not much joy with that. The pallets keep breaking, so we're restacking them. Now it's getting dark, so we're going to leave it for today. We've done 3 pallets, move them down there, and then have a fire and burn what's left of the knacker pallets. So hope you've enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next video. Stuck some doing with damp pallets, but it's going now. It's just a bit smoky. That's my 2 flotation tyre wheels as well.